Good morning students. You are all welcome here. Today we will do experiment on Wheatstone bridge which is the topic from the chapter electrical measurements. So students, hope you will have a valuable time with me. So let's start our experiment. So first question comes in mind ki what is Wheatstone bridge? So student, Wheatstone bridge is the combination of five resistances connected in this pattern. So students, this is the circuit diagram you have seen in that picture. So students, you can see these are the five resistances which are connected, and there is the fifth resistance, and this is the galvanometer. This is galvanometer which is used to check the presence of a current or to find to measure the small current in the circuit. So students, you can also connected voltmeter between C and D points. Students, battery is also can also be connected in between the C and D points, and galvanometer can be connected between the A and B points. So structure will be the thing will be same. So students, before starting the experiment, I want to show you the resistances. Okay, how resistances look like. So students, you can see. So students, you can see this is the resistance. This is a 33 kilo ohm resistance in my hand. So these type of resistances we can use to make this circuit. So I will show you how to find the resistance of a resistor. So students, in the first chapter you have the color code. BB Roy, Great Britain has very good wife. From that combination color code we can find the resistance of any resistance, and we have lots of many resistances students of various values. So we can take any five of these resistances connected in this manner, and that will be our Wheatstone bridge circuit. So now the question arises ki what is the firstly I will show you the resistance of this resistance. So student, this is the multimeter. It can measure the voltage, it can measure the current, it can measure the resistance of a resistor. So that's why it is known as multimeter. So student, I am connecting the resistance between the ends of the multimeter. So students, you can see. So students, you can see 32.5 ohm, a kilo ohm. So student, it is the kilo ohm range, 32.4 kilo ohm. As I told you, it is 33. There are some errors of the instrument. So it is a 33 kilo ohm. Okay students, so that's how we can measure the resistances of all the resistance. So if I take five resistances, I can take five resistances or four resistances, and we can connect in this manner. So firstly join the one end, so it is like this structure like this. Now we can take another two resistances and connect it both the ends, and it is like this. So now we can connect these both hands with each other. So students, you can see this is the similar structure I have made with the resistances. So that's how we can build a simple circuit using four or five resistances. Now the question arises, students, ki what is the use of this Wheatstone bridge? So students, there is a something special point you have read in your book ki that the point is balancing condition. And today the topic of this video is to check the balancing condition, as you have read in your book. So balancing condition is if both the R1 by R3, the ratio of two resistances, if they are equal to the ratio of other two resistances, then bridge is said to be balanced. The bridge is said to be balance. This you have read in your textbooks, and we will check this. And in this balance, why this is balancing condition? Because in this condition the potential of point C and point D become same. The potential of point C and potential of point D become same, and hence no current will flow from the from this resistance 5. No current flow in this branch. No current will flow. No current will flow from this branch. So students, this we will check in our this experiment, and that's how we can learn about the balancing condition of a Wheatstone bridge by making a simple circuit. So students, we will discuss two cases. First case in which ratios are same, and other case in which ratios are not same, and that's how we can check the balancing condition. So students, let's start with our first experiment, in which I have taken three resistances same and other resistance is not same. This is something R. So let us check ki potential there will potential difference or not. That will we check in our experiment. And for that experiment, I have built it a simple circuit like this only. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 resistances, and these are the ends where we can connect the battery. At these two ends we can connect the battery, and these two ends we can connect the voltmeter or galvanometer to check the potential difference. So let's firstly start connect with the battery at these points. So student, this is the 56 kilo ohm resistance, this is 56 kilo ohm resistance, this is 56 kilo ohm resistance, and this is 33 kilo ohm resistance. So three resistances are same and other fourth resistance is not same. So students, if we check the condition, so 33 upon 56 is equal to 50, not is equal to 56 by 56. So students, if we connect the battery here and the voltmeter here, so there must be some potential difference according to our theory. So let's check our theory. So students, now this is the 9 volt battery, students. So we will connect this battery in this circuit, these opposite ends. Students, red wire is representing the positive terminal, black wire is representing the negative terminal. So I am connecting the So students, you can see both the terminals are connected, so we can check with the multimeter also the voltage between the two terminals. So we can check. So students, you can see there is a voltage between the two ends. We can see in between these two ends there is a voltage between these two ends. So students, you can see. But if we now, according to our theory, these resistance ratios are not same, so there must be a voltage between these and these terminals. So let us check if there is a voltage between these or these terminals or the opposite terminals. So students, you can see 2.7 volts. So our theory is correct. There is a voltage between both the terminals. So students, this is the, so we can also change the position of the battery and the voltage if you want to. We can connect the battery opposite between these two opposite ends. And we can check the voltage between other two ends. So let us see what will happen. According to our theory, ratio is still not same. So students, you can see there is a still voltage. So our theory is correct. Now we will use other circuit in which, students, these two resistances are of 270 ohm, 270 ohm, and these two resistances are of different value, 470 ohm. So these two are 470 ohm and these two are 270 ohm. So if we find the ratio, 270 upon 470 is equal to 270 upon 470. So students, you can see ratio is same. So now in our theory, the voltage between these two ends must be 0. So let's check. So we will remove this circuit and connect this circuit. So students, you can see I have connected this circuit also. We will check the voltage again. So ready for the. So students, you can see these are the four resistances are connected here: 270 ohm, 270 ohm, 470 ohm, 470 ohm. So the ratio is same, and battery is connected between the opposite ends. So here I connect one end of the multimeter here, and if I connect, you can see there is a voltage between these two ends also. But now, according to our theory, between these two opposite ends, voltage must be 0, and that will be the balancing condition. For students, let's check. So I am connecting the multimeter here. So students, you can see the voltage is a 0. So between these 2 points, the voltage is 0. Between all other points, voltage is there, but only between these 2 points, voltage is 0. So hence, our balancing condition is true. Our theory is valid. Condition is correct if ratios of two resistances are same, then voltage between C and at point C is equal to voltage at point D, and there is no potential difference in the CD branch. So this is the experiment about our Wheatstone resistance, and this balancing condition can be used for finding the unknown resistance, and this balancing condition can be used to find the unknown resistance. So if you know about two resistances, so that ratio is we have known, we will know, and other resistance, unknown resistance, we will place here, let it be X, and we can use the variable resistor that is named as R4, and by varying the R4 we can reach to the balancing condition and hence find the X, and that experiment I will show you in the next video, how we can find unknown resistance. So this is the experiment about balancing condition.